This video will be about operators. The operators include the addition, the subtraction, the multiplication, the division, the modulus, the is it equal or the same, and is this different. Now, the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division will be shown by the standard plus, minus, asterisk, and slash. Now, the more complex one, which is like the percent or the modulus, is like long division, where if you have 5 divided by 2 and you have a remainder of 1, it would print out 1. Now, the double equals is saying, is it equal or the same? And it prints out booleans, true or false. Now, if you say 2 is equal to 3, like this, it would print out false. But if you do 2 is equal to 2, then it would print out true because it is the same. This is the opposite for the not equal sign, where if you replace the first equals with an exclamation mark, if you do this way, it would actually print out false. And if you do 2 not equal to 3, then it will print out true. Now, this is very useful for conditional statements in which you want specific things to happen, and for certain conditions to apply, you would normally use equal, not equal, or you would be using, plus, minus, times division in order to, say, modify the values of variables in order to fit some certain condition of this type. Now, you can also use shortcut for these operators. For example, the plus and minus is saying add 1 or subtract 1 from this value or variable. Now, the reason why you don't want to do this for variables is because it doesn't actually set a new value for it. It just changes the value temporarily, and after the line is done, it is forgotten by the rest of the code. Now, if you do plus equals or minus equals, it is more permanent change, and it sets the new value as the value for the variable. Now, the reason why you do want to do this over this is for certain things that you want to do it short term. So say you're using a method like blah 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 blah, then you have the data right here, and you want to use the variable plus 1 instead of doing variable number is equal to variable plus 1 or something like that. You just do or a variable number plus 1. You just do plus, and then there you go. You get the same thing. It makes it shorter. Now, the reason why you do want to use this is, as I said earlier, in order to set a new value for the variable. And you can also do something like percent equals as well. Now, this is the same thing as x plus y, x minus y, x times y, x divided by y, and also x percent y. And on the application, as I put into Eclipse, would be this lines. Let me just organize this. Oops. And now you can see here, if I run test 1, it will print out these values. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. 2 minus 3 is equal to negative 1. 2 times 3 is 6. 2.0 divided by 3.0 is 0.6666. 2 modulus 3 is equal to a remainder of 2. 2 is 2 equal to 3, it would print out false. Is 2 not equal to 3, it would print out true. Now, a specific thing here that I'd like to expand on before I end the video is that 2.0 divided by 3.0 is actually different from 2 divided by 3. So say system.out.println 2 divided by 3. Now, if you did it this way, you would actually find that it would print out 0 rather than 0.666. The reason why is because if you do a integer divided by an integer, it won't print out a float. And the same thing would apply if you do a float divided by an integer or an integer divided by a float, because unlike other languages like Python, it won't actually print out a decimal if you use an integer and a float. The only way you can get a float is if you do a float and then expression and then another float. And that should wrap it up for this video.